Welcome back to another day on the Lorcana Pixelborn client. We have played all color combinations in Lorcana except green-blue. That's today's video. Today we're playing the final color combination. I have some thoughts about the other colors, but for now let's jump into this one. Let's see what this one's all about. Now I really struggled with green-blue, trying to find some cross synergies. There's not a lot. Struggled a bit, honestly. But I did notice, there's certain cards out there. Cusco's got ward, Aurora does ward. And then another big thing is blue and green both are pretty aggressive on the lore. So that's kind of what we're aiming for here. Most of the deck is inkable. Literally only 4 cards are not inkable. Which 4? Cusco. It's Cusco. Cusco's the only uninkable card. So basically, we shouldn't have any issues getting up to our high cost card, which is 6 in this case. Since we're not super high end on the cost, we're not very heavy on the ramp. Now this deck is 60 cards. I got it down to 60. So be a little wary of being milled out going into the super long game. We want to get down early with cards like Flynn and Aurora for the early questing. Turn 3, if we can, we want to hit either a Cheshire Cat or a Jasmine. Turn 3, and then turn 4 is Hans for sure. Tink if we have to, and then turn 5, of course, it's just the dream team at that point. 3 fantastic choices to choose from. And turn 6, I included 2 copies of Robin Hood just for the card draw, and 2 copies of Philoctetes in case we need to take care of something, in case we need to be aggressive. But we'll see. This deck wants to be highly aggressive. I've started making the shift into my competitive play style, which is more of a slow play control. This deck is very much the opposite of that, so we will see. Let's jump into it and see if we can't win any games. Yay, we get to go first. No early plays, but we got a turn 2 into our turn 3 into our turn 4 into our turn 5s. See if we can't make it work. I am going to favor, I think, Flynn over Aurora because of Flynn's special ability. Otherwise, we could go Aurora into shifting Aurora, but I'm not sure that's good enough. Not so early in the game anyway. At the top end, what do we get rid of? That's our 2, that's our 3, that's our 4, that's our 5, probably. That makes Aurora and Maleficent our inkables. Another Flynn is pretty good. But I would like to keep the Maleficent. I think Maleficent's really good. She has a huge butt on her, which makes her a little more challenging to deal with. Our opponent's in blue, so the only thing they got right now is the Let It Go for removal. Double Aurora is strong. Ooh, double Aurora is very strong. Means we're giving up something else here. Are we giving up Maleficent because we have double Auroras now? I think we are. Getting down 2 Auroras, if you don't quest with them, your opponent does not have virtually any way to truly deal with it. I mean, unless we draw a Cusco, we're gonna ink whatever we draw, I think. The challenging part will be playing Aurora, having her survive into the second Aurora. Oh, he's gonna attack. Okay. Just keep being aggressive. That's the whole point of the deck, is aggression. Come on, second Aurora would be clutch. Yep. Going for the attack, heal, draw. Looks like we're gonna get second Aurora. Alright, with that big ward up, it becomes very difficult. As long as we're not questing with Aurora, except for the victory points, of course. Like, if it's gonna win us the game. Stupid camera. Sorry about that. Yeah, unless it's gonna win us the game, they don't need to quest. That protection's gonna be really strong. And then yeah, of course, not gonna go for it. We're gonna hold on. It's gonna be very hard for our opponent to interact. I think we got lethal now. Yeah, we have lethal. Our opponent has to be able to deal with something without being able to target anything. And we just have lethal on board. The double Aurora is very strong. I realized in my Princess Power, I wasn't playing the Auroras very smart. I was getting the double ward and then questing, making them very vulnerable, and then my opponent's able to break my ward. So unless we're playing against Red, who has the board wipe, that's the only color that can truly deal with it. Gray can kind of get there between grab your swords, Tink. Like, yeah, it's only going to take 2 grab your swords and a Tink to deal with both the Auroras. Or questing with other creatures and having Big Tink. No, because Big Tink can't target. Never mind. Yep, that's the only way. So Gray can get there. It's just a lot harder for Gray to get there. Now we're just waiting for my opponent to realize he's lost this game so we can win it. And their timer has started. I haven't come across a lot of salty players, but it seems I've come across a salty player for the first time. And then we just go for victory because I try to be a kind player. Going first in that last game really helped. Going first again. Double Aurora! Alright, but where's my curve? I don't have a curve. Definitely gonna be inking Maleficent. Might be inking the Brain. I'm gonna get rid of both the Tinks in hopes of getting a better curve. Okay, well. Does give us something to start with. Not the best start, but it gives us something. Going against blue and green. Whoa, okay. Didn't expect that. Hopefully getting to go first here is going to be what makes all the difference. And yeah, I'm going to be aggressive. If my opponent wants to just gain lore, that's fine if they want to try to do the race. If not, if they want to do the trade, even better, I'm up a lore. Even better, I'm up the lore. Now we're going to see our opponent play a Flynn. another Flynn. Since I don't have a solid turn 4, I think I am going to ink the Maleficent. Go for the cat here. And then my turn 4 will include a Flynn and possibly another 2-drop. Well, maybe not, because I don't want to have to ink an Aurora. Yeah, we're just gonna stay on the aggression. Pretty much gave up one of our only forms of removal. I don't expect my opponent to have a ton of removal. What is with my camera today? Alright, back again. Stupid thing. My opponent's got a Hans. Of course they got the Hans. Oh, brutal! Cusco, the only uninkable here to screw me. Do I wait? Do I just hold out? I'm gonna start losing my creatures. Stay aggressive. Do I just go super aggressive here? I think in any other matchup, we hold out so we can get the double Aurora. Since we're going against a mirror match here, the green-blue, and I know that they likely have next to no removal, it's probably our best bet to just go for the race. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for the race. Having the ward... maybe I should have played this ward, just to have protection from Jasper. Our opponent's getting aggressive. We're on +9, so our opponent has to... I mean, Jasper's going to keep us off of having the +9, right? They're going to take 2 away, so it's really +7. Can we be aggressive? Did I... Maybe should have considered that before I just played Aurora, or Cusco. I maybe should have played Aurora for the ward. Yeah, they're gonna be aggressive. They're just gonna go for it. Alright, so Flynn's not strong enough to take anything out, but something needs to be taken out. Cheshire Cat. When this character is challenged and banished. Has to be challenged. I can't just attack his character. This means Cusco has to attack. Cusco takes out Flynn, then they're only on a +7. I gain 4. Then we're in an actual like true blue race. So before I attack Flynn, make sure my hand's empty so I don't have to discard anything. Alright, Jasper's ability can only target Aurora now. And it's gonna get Aurora. And now we'll see some attacks. Hans will take out Cusco, right? That's the best bet. So you gotta take out at least 2 creatures. Han's good for Cusco because he won't lose Han. And then he could just quest with the other 2, can't he? Because he could prevent one of my guys. Ah, we're gonna lose this race. We're gonna lose this race. I should have Aurora'd. I don't know if it would have made the difference, but I should have Aurora'd instead of Cusco'd. Oh, that's right. It does banish Hans. That's nice. I forgot about that. But these 2 can just quest because of Jasper's ability. Puts him on 15 though. It's not quite lethal. Because then they can only go for another 4 up to 19. Jasper's just debating if he needs to attack. He needs to take out a Flynn. I wouldn't, I don't think. But if he takes out a Flynn now... Pretty much whatever we draw, we play, so it's a no-brainer for us. Guess we'll take another one of these and try again. Alright, my opponent has to somehow squeeze out. They can do it! There is a card in the deck. The Eye of the Fates. They could play Eye of the Fates and be able to squeeze out the extra point. I don't know what it costs to play and then activate. What a close game. What a close game. Going first again. So far we haven't played against any of the meta decks, but so it's hard to say for sure if we're like actually good. Okay, so costs 4 to play, doesn't cost anything to activate. There's the Eye of the Fates. I'm gonna go for Aurora. Obviously, it's our only 2-drop. And we are aggressive. We're trying to hit the field every turn if possible. Our opponent with their 1-drop are up on us. This is a good trade for Duke to take out the Aurora. Oh, that's exactly what I would have done too. Mad Hatter's good, but I think we're going to give up Mad Hatter in lieu of a turn 5 Cheshire Cat and Aurora to make our turn 4 the Fates. I have a feeling our opponent's going to trade here. Jasmine for Jasmine. Man, this, oh, it's the same player. It's the same player. I'm like, what are the odds of playing against another green-blue deck? Alright, in this particular lineup, I like Flynn better. He's not as strong, but being able to attack the hand is great. So we're both on +7 because I have the Eye of the Fates. Oh, my opponent's on the +10 now. This is where it gets sucky because our opponent is in the lead. We're not going to be able to snag victory, and if we don't interact with them, they win. Yeah, they're on +10, so I got to get them down. Got to go for some trades here. Take that out. They're still on +4. I still really can't attack their characters. Not a race I'm gonna win this time, unfortunately. Should have paid attention to see my opponent and realized that we were playing against the same guy. Because we did jump back into the queue pretty fast. There's a chance we even play him a third time. Does my opponent just go for the aggression here? Yeah, I mean, I would too. There's nothing I can do. Yeah, I can't interact with them. Oh, only fair. Now it's my opponent's turn. Let's see if they're, considerate as well if they're gonna play a card. Thank you for being considerate, opponent. Alright, so we've come across the same player many times. I'm just conceding and moving on. I don't want to play against the same player over and over again. Doesn't make for fun content, just to be playing against the same deck. So same thing. Let's see how many times I have to explain this. Different player. Thankfully, I don't have to explain it again. That was getting really tedious. I lost a lot of rank, though, in my concessions. I think I dropped down a whole rank. Ooh, we got a turn one play. I was gonna always ink the develop your brain. Just lucky to get a Duke, I suppose. Wasn't paying attention? Gray, okay, so there is some removal. Double Aurora would be really nice. Oh, we're going against the Amber Steel. An actual competitive deck. We're gonna have to make a lot of damage before our opponent can get a foothold. But they gotta go first, so they have a huge advantage. If this is anything like Magic the Gathering, going first is a massive advantage. No matter that your opponent gets to draw a card first. Like, it's such a massive advantage. They don't care that your opponent gets to draw a card. Like, it does not matter. Alright, we're gonna have the Jasmine here as a threat for that aerial. Given the chance, I will trade the Jasmine for the aerial. I know how strong the Singer effect can be. Of course, double aerial. Not the worst thing in the world, honestly. Got a cheap one cost. Well, we got one of our Auroras. Let's see. Don't have two 2-drops. Am I likely to get 2 Hans down? I don't know. I don't think so. I think I'm gonna go for the cat here just for its resiliency. I'm expecting some, gonna see a grab your sword next. It's gonna get sung, of course. I'm gonna go for the trade. Well, trade. It'll be a trade with the grab your sword. I need to be aggressive and I need to keep them off of aerial. Aerial is so potent. I still have yet to get aerial to actually work for me, but I know aerial is strong. Is this the one where you play creatures? Yeah. Play creatures, draw cards. not going to be aggressive. Interesting. I think I got to go for the protection here. If we're lucky, we'll top deck the Aurora. If not, I'm using this just purely as a protection. We're still super vulnerable to a grab your sword. And this is the turn they have to play it. Wait, do you have to exert the character to... Yeah, you exert them to draw a card. Well, they're going aggressive instead of a grab your sword. Still on +7, so they still need to attack or have more removal. But they still have the Singer too, so it's not like they can run out of ink. There it is. There it is. That's what we were waiting for. We knew it was coming. Are we gonna see an attack? Or are we gonna see a quest? We're gonna see a quest. That is a lot of Hans. Somebody be calling me. No, I will not answer. It's way too early. Nobody should call me at 8 in the morning. Alright, so Cusco's very strong here. Our opponent does need some kind of global removal. Let's see if Cusco will be enough. So you can't target him. And he's not tapped, so he can't be attacked. So our opponent's gonna need double grab your sword, or... That's all I can think of is double grab your sword from my opponent. And they've already used one. They can sing one for free and they don't got enough for the next one. I think we're about to beat a meta deck. Yep, Smash is wildly useless against the Cusco. Yep. Keep digging, opponent. Keep digging. They sang that one. I don't know what they think they can find. They don't have any resources. And if I recall, aerials can't sing the same turn they're played. Oh, they can. Oh no, that's a different character. Never mind. Haha. Did they got it? Did they got the second one? A huge plus on lores. Victory against one of the meta decks. That's pretty cool. I should start being a little bit slower on the jumping back into the games. It'd be very hard to tell considering what his name looked like, but this could be a mirror match. Could be playing the same guy again. I mean, vaguely looks familiar. I guess you guys can click back in the video and then forward again. Let me know in the comments if this was the same player. I need to slow down. A big tell will be if it's the same deck. Gonna go against... Ah, well, there's one of the colors. The other one's steel. I don't think we're gonna have time for that. I'm expecting a Simba now. No Simba. Okay. I will take out that Lilo. Different colors, no gray. Cruella, when she dies, she can kill anything, right? Each opponent discards a card. I'm gonna discard the Hatter. I like the big butts, and I cannot lie. Can't give up on my inking. What did I just do? Dang it! What is happening? Whoa! Because I attempted to ink, Jasper's ability is being wonky. Forgot Jasper had an ability. Oh, okay, so it automatically chose Cruella. Cool. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to hit Flynn. I wanted to hit the Flynn. That is a brutal play. It's a bounce effect, okay. Not the end of the world. Yeah, I really didn't want to target Cruella there. I'm gonna take the Jasmine just purely because she's playable. There we go, play Jasper, right? Hopefully that one Jasper mix up there doesn't cost us anything. So I desperately need to ink one more thing because I have a lot of stuff that costs 5. But I also still need to be aggressive on the board. Alright, that's something that I can ink. Told you, just another thing that costs 5 though. Let's see. We'll hit the Flynn again. We're on +5, so we are going to see some attacks. Definitely from Maximus. Is this the Maximus that supports? Yes, okay. Maximus takes out Jasper. Cruella gets a big buff. Does she fight the Flynn and then bounce the Jasmine? She dies either way, so I'm guessing she would fight the Jasmine, bounce the Flynn. That way you don't have to discard a card. Wow. Okay. Are we gonna see Flynn attack Flynn? Who did he target with the bodyguard? Oh, he attacked. That's right. Duh. Alright, that'll make it really tough on my opponent. Now they gotta be able to deal with everything. And I mean everything. I did not play this game the best that this game could have been played. I acknowledge that. I very much felt on the back foot this whole game. But thankfully the aggression was enough to hold us out. 5 games, 4 victories. The loss is funny because it happened. I just queued up too fast, played against the same guy, and then after that, it occurred to me it's probably not fun for you guys to watch the same opponent with the same deck over and over again, and I just kept queuing up against him. So I actually lost technically like 4 games today just because as soon as I saw his name, I went straight for the concede because I didn't want it for the footage. And these days, I make my videos before work, so I don't have time to just sit around and play through a bunch of games and try to get the victory, and when I would rather have better footage. So difficult toss up there, did cost me some rank, but overall the deck performed pretty well. The aggression when we got into new games with new players The aggression was strong enough to hold us over for most of our stuff. There's a lot of really powerful high questing in both the colors. Maybe that's kind of their overlap. That's certainly what I went for this time around. Just trying to get a good curve, a 1-drop. There's not a lot of them. There's literally just this guy, so you know we're not bummed out if we don't get the 1-drop. But the 1-drop into the 2-drop, into the 3-drop, into the 4-drop felt really, really good. The curve was there. We had our curve in pretty much all of our games, most of our games. Occasionally missing the 1-drop, and I think we missed a 4-drop in the last game. But outside of that, performed very well. Didn't get a chance to get my Maleficents down. Just so happened that Aurora kept popping up, and yeah, that's a really strong double Aurora. Super strong, especially against your opponents who have removal. Yeah, deck performed really well. Develop Your Brain largely was used as ink, but in the games where I was top decking, it was a really great filter card to get to something really nice. So that worked out fantastic. We were so aggressive that Let It Go almost never came up in a situation. In fact, it never did come up in a situation where we're like, oh man, I wish we had Let It Go. So if anything, it's possible that this card is at least at the very least reduced. Maybe it's just a 2 of, and we hold on to them when we draw them. Eye of the Fate was okay. We did get a chance to play it. It wasn't as strong as I would have liked it to have been, but it did kind of keep us in the race. So I don't know. These cards might be out the window as well. These are kind of my only iffy ones just because of the way the deck plays, how aggressive and how fast it moves. They just weren't very helpful. I possibly would have liked to have seen something else in their stead. I'm not sure what off the top of my head, but that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and guess what? All the colors have been played, all the color combinations, which means tomorrow expect a lot more slow-paced but methodical and competitive gameplay. That's what we're jumping into. Now that we've played every color combination, it might start feeling a little repetitive. Like, oh, he's played these colors before. But yeah, I played all the colors before now. So there, take that. We're gonna jump into some hopefully some high-tier decks and see if we can't pilot them to a lot more victories and get out of this low rank finally. It's time to climb the ladder. I'll see you guys tomorrow.